Hello and welcome. I'm Mariana Trapnell, and today I wanted to share a couple of quick tricks I use when I'm working in Excel files doing some analysis with multiple tabs. I'm just going to share my screen and we'll get going. All right, so we've got an Excel file here where I'm doing some analysis on the profit and loss tab, and then my detail is actually located on the GL detail tab. So what I want to do is basically have both screens open at once so that I can see my report and I can see the detail at the same time. So a quick way to do that is to actually open a new window in Excel. So if I click that on my View tab, you can see I get a second file here with the file name and then a -2 at the end of it. If I grab the top white bar here, anywhere along it, and drag it down and let go, then you can actually see behind it is the same file with a -1 at the end of it. Okay, so basically now I've got two copies of the file open, and within that, I can actually flip between the different tabs. So on this one, I could look at the GL detail, while on this one, I'm looking at my main report still. So obviously, if you have two monitors, that's a great way to do it, because what I can do is grab onto my second version of the file at the top here, and you can't see it, but it's dragging across toward the right of my screen. So I'm going to move it over to the other monitor, and if I let go, you'll see it's still slightly sticking out here. Now, what happens is when I drag this file, it will kind of go over to the other screen. And what most people don't know is that in order to expand it to fit the entire screen, they'll use this expansion button up here at the top. But you don't actually have to do that. You can actually just grab onto that top white bar again, drag it sort of toward the top of your screen and let go with the left mouse, and it'll auto size itself to the screen. Now you can see in this case, it auto sized up and down, but it didn't fit to the whole screen. So I'm just going to grab it again and drag it up and let go. And it's going to fit itself to the whole screen. So I know you can't see it that well on the video because my video is not picking it up. But trust me on this, try it yourself. Grab onto that top white bar, drag it where you want it to go, and let go, and it'll fill the whole screen for you. Okay, so you could do that on the second monitor. Now, if you didn't have a second monitor, another really good way to do that is to go to your View tab and actually go Arrange All. Okay, now you can choose to see vertical, which makes a lot of sense in this case, and then make sure you hit that Windows of Active Workbook so that you're not showing all of your files that are open, just the ones that you care about. So we're going to hit OK. And now you can see I've got it side by side here. So I can be looking at my January revenue on my Summary tab in my PT report. And then I can look over here in my GL detail. And if I want to see what's in February revenue invoicing, I can filter for February, hit OK. And let's look at just the revenues. Perfect. So now I can see these are all the invoices that were issued, and we've got one credit note as well that went out. So I can easily do that side by side, whether it's on two monitors or just side by side on the same screen. Now, as I go along, I'm probably hitting save a fair bit just so I don't lose my information. But when I get to the end and I'm actually done, what I want to do is make sure that I save one more time with just one version of the file open. Because every time I've been saving up until now, it's actually saving both copies of the file. And when I open it next time, I'm going to get two versions. So I don't really want that. So I'm going to make sure that I close my second version first, and then save my first version, and then close it. Okay, so that's the main thing to keep in mind there. All right, that's just a quick little trick to do some analysis in Excel side by side. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll chat soon.